welcome to Overcast. Thank you for joining for the 87th episode of Overcast, your Overwatch podcast. I'm Frostee, and as always, joined by my awesome two co-hosts this week. We got Ova and Soulslain. How you guys doing out there?
Doing good. It is so hot in Pittsburgh.
Very hot.
How hot is it?
It's been like 90 degrees all week.
Feels like 100.
Yeah. Crazy hot.
You guys get the humidity too, so it's like terrible there for you.
Otherwise, I'm good. Ready to talk about Overwatch.
Well, it's been pretty hot here too, but we got that like the benefit of not having as much humidity. So not to brag, but I'll get it myself when we move a couple weeks. We'll move out to Utah and it'll go up to like the 110. So yeah. I don't know why we're going. So let's get the formalities out of the way. Maybe you can follow us on Twitter at Overcast Show. You can also hit up the blog page at overcast.frozenfoxmedia.com. If you want to see what else is going on the network, just head over to frozenfoxmedia.com itself. You can find all the Blizzard-related podcasts and all the game podcasts. We've got everything covered, every kind of gaming you can imagine, I think. Maybe not board gaming. We don't talk much about that, huh? Thank you if you're watching the video version of this on YouTube. Hit that like and subscribe button. And I don't know if you're listening on the audio version, iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play Music, anywhere else. If you love the show, let us know by leaving us a review. And make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any episodes in the future. All right, the formalities are done. Let's just head on to the next part here. Talk about what's going on.
So what have we been up to? Soul.
Yep.
What have you been up to?
Well, doing a little bit of homework. I'm trying to do 3 weeks of homework because I'm going on to a Ecuador crew trip next week. So I got to get all the homework done and everything. So nothing's late. So trying to catch up with that. So I've been busy. But
nice.
Yeah. I'm also playing Hearthstone casually. I was just really getting in the quest, trying to get as much gold as I can before the new expansion to just like buy up as many packs as I can. Yeah.
Me too. I stocked up about 600 or 700 gold.
Yeah, because like I don't know. I'm my favorite deck right now is actually Mage, where it's elemental. I think I mentioned it before, but Hunter's kind of phasing out because it's like too straightforward. There's nothing different. Every time you play, it's like, oh, okay, I'm playing, Fire Bat first turn, and I'm playing like, the Hyena. And so the same. It's usually the same thing that you want over and over, but so it's a little bit different. And but I've been playing WoW a lot, and we downed Sisters of the Moon on Heroic, so rating group is now 4 out of 9.
Nice.
Yeah. Once it just kind of clicked there, we got her down and avoided all the glaives, which is kind of like just a bad luck thing. Like you could just get hit with a ton of glaives, unfortunately. But we also almost got Mistress down at like 5%. But for some reason, our raid leader decided that we should go try the Desolate Host. So we did well. We got to the second phase, but just I don't know what it was. Healing, it's not fun, boring. I like Mistress and the Sisters a lot better. There's a lot more damage taken and a lot more AoE healing, but when you're split between 2 realms, it's like comes and goes. Yes.
Yeah, it does help too that Moon Talon doesn't spawn as much. That definitely was a good thing for our group.
Oh yeah,
I think the other day.
I think that helped. Yeah, definitely. Like right when they changed that, we downed them. They're like, oh, okay. It probably helped a little bit.
Just that little bump,
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. And I'm still hanging in there. I'm still playing Gwent. I like card games a lot, and this one's been a different feel for me than Hearthstone, and I kind of, get to strategize a little bit. I'll play my opponent. It's fun.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm into the CCGs too. I'm on the hype train for Hearthstone's next expansion. I did the pre-order, got the card back.
Nice.
Ice Cream
There-
Citadel, the whole
Yeah.
thing, you know.
There's still time to pre-order. They're estimating that they're probably gonna release it like middle of August,
Yeah.
maybe,
Okay.
based on how they announced it. So I think, long as it's even a day before the patch, you could pre-order it. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'll pull the trigger.
I think you should.
550. I mean, $1 pack. That's not too bad. That'd give me a head start.
Think about those legendary changes that they made.
Yeah, that's
There
true.
you go.
2 or 3 guaranteed.
Yeah, I probably would get 3 with buying the gold plus the 50, and they give you a few free packs in the beginning, probably.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
That is probably
So,
definitely something they do.
probably get like 3 legendaries.
Yeah, the have you played the Elder Scrolls Online game? I don't know.
Oh, I
or
did
not
see
Elder
that.
Scrolls Online, but the Elder Scrolls one.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. The Elder Scrolls Legend. That was it. They're getting a mobile app on it, so I think maybe they'll get more popularity. But yeah, so
Gotcha.
that seems like a pretty good game. Like I saw it, but it seems like it's kind of like the same play style as like Hearthstone, or what do you say, like Magic? You kind of like play minions and they attack each other. Whereas Gwent is kind of, my strength is higher than your strength, and you outplay them by points. So it's slightly different, but I never tried it yet. Have you?
Actually, I haven't tried it yet. It looks really cool, and they're going to add like the Skyrim expansion to it. I saw at E3,
Yeah.
so it looks like it'll be really neat. I just haven't dove into it, but I think maybe if it's going to be mobile, I might try my hand at it then.
Yep, I know a lot of people, even like Ova, say that, hey, I mostly play Hearthstone on my phone. I'm like on the couch or laying in bed, so that kind of like turns people off of Gwent right now. So they kind of like that mobile version to be free and not have to sit on the computer.
That's
But
true, yeah.
Yeah, Gwent's still in beta, so it's going to be probably the same thing as Elder Scrolls, where once they're released, they later come out with a mobile app. So it's
Nice.
definitely important in modern gaming now to have a mobile app.
Yeah, I think as part of that genre, it'd be kind of like almost needed at this point.
Yep. Yeah, definitely to compete with the big ones like Hearthstone.
There you go. It's Ova had to step aside for probably the rest of the episode, so we'll just continue on. I'll just go over what I've been doing. I spent the last 7 hours doing a bar exam, like a simulated bar exam day, and my brain is kind of on fire from that. So I'm doing pretty good though. My percentages on the multiple choice part, all my practices have been coming up to about the point where I want them to be for the real exam. And today's was a little bit harder, went down a little bit, but everything in the test was like, it's like there, when you're studying for the bar exam, you get a bunch of law, and then there's a bunch of exceptions, and probably like more than half the questions in the test were like all about the exceptions. So it's like, it's all the hard questions. So hopefully in the bar there won't be as many of those. Everybody says the practice one's harder. So
Well, that's good. So at least they're like preparing you for real.
yeah, exactly.
And there's multiple choice. I mean, that's not too bad. Like 4 different answers.
Yeah,
you can choose from.
it's 2 days. So the first day, on next Tuesday when I go in, it'll be 3 hours of essay writing. So there's you have to do 6 essays in 3 hours,
Yeah.
and then you come back in the afternoon for another 3 hours and do something called the performance test. And that's like the easy points in the test, because it's like they give you like this file and they're like, write a memo or do something like that's just like a basic task, and there's no, you don't have to know anything, because everything you have to know for the question out of it is like in this little file. So it's like it's just a matter of like you doing a task basically, if you can get it done.
Okay.
And then the second day you go back, and then you have to do there's 2 sets of 3 hours again, and each 3 hours you have to do a multiple choice test. It's about 100 questions per. So it sounds like it's not that much for 3 hours, but when each question is like half a page long sometimes.
Wow.
So you get about a couple minutes per question. So my timing's good, and I just hope as long as you get like a good luck of the draw on the questions, that'll be all right. I think it'll work out. And,
So they're all like randomized on a huge pool of questions.
Yeah. The multiple choice ones are from 6 topics, and the essay writing one is from like those 6 plus another like 6 or 7 topics it can be.
Yep.
And most of those are ones you don't learn in law school unless you take the class for it. So taking the bar prep stuff, it's like some of the stuff you're learning for like the first time. And I'm like, okay, hope I don't get a question on that because it's going to suck. And that's kind of like what you kind of have to gamble. You hope that you know enough about the others, and if you get one you don't know much about, that you kind of just can, make your way through it.
An educated guess.
Yeah.
They say. Yep.
And the average state, for the bar exam, like you think you'd have to do like really good, but the average passing, score for each state is somewhere around like a C minus for most states. So you don't have to be really good, but you have to be pretty good. And as long as I can meet that, I don't care. Like if I just meet the standard, I'm happy. So You only want to take it once. That's what everybody says. So I'll do what I can. And other than that, raid team just continuing in Tomb of Sargeras in World of Warcraft, me and Ova. And our team made it to Maiden this week. So, and it was good. We got her down to like 30-something%, which it was better than what we thought we'd get for the first week.
Yeah, I got to join you guys on that one.
Yeah.
For change.
You got to see what it was like.
Fight. Yep. Yep, I know. I don't usually get to run normal, so don't get to see those end bosses.
I know, right? It's like not for a little bit longer, right?
Yeah, I know. Like first time I saw Desolate Host was with you guys, and so I kind of knew a little bit when I went into Heroic, but not much. So.
I told my wife the other day, I said, once I'm done with the bar exam, I'm just gonna have to like devote time to becoming a Mythic Raider. Just go all in,
Yep.
Until I get a job.
It's my job now. Mythic Raider.
So you never know. Let's head on over to what's going on in Overwatch. Not much this week, right?
No, not too much. It's kind of slow up until we get Doomfist. So
it is. And season 5, we're still going through it. I don't see much going on really with it. We're kind of in that lull period because everybody's kind of hoping that Doomfist is going to light a fire under it. And
create more dive comp.
Yeah, still trying to get through that, right? Yeah, I think it's going to be fun to see him in competitive though. He looks fun. He is fun to play, so it'll spice things up again. And
sure.
We'll see how like the other stuff goes through. The one thing I saw, I did get to play a few games like for a while, a few hours this last week, at night and stuff, and I saw a lot of people playing Roadhog still.
I know people. He's just fun to play, with the hook. I think he does it.
So even though he's taking a hit, people are still giving him a chance. So.
Yep.
And it was cool to see him out there, even though he wasn't really doing a lot, and wasn't destroying me as Mercy luckily this time.
That's the thing. I'll kind of forget that he got nerfed. I'm like, oh, Roadhog, he's a lot of fun. I'll kill people and stuff, and then you're like, oh, nothing's doing anything, and I shoot them, and they just run away from me.
Yep.
And then you switch after that.
Yep. So. It'll be interesting to see, like, as they try to tweak them and bring them back into the light, how that works out. But other than that, it was pretty fun. Doing competitive. I'm still trying to climb out of silver. I don't know if I said it or not, but when I finished my placements, I placed like I think the exact same number as last season.
Wow!
Like almost dead on.
No, I didn't hear that.
And I was like, what? I only lost 3 matches, which they were like my last 3 in my placements too. After winning like all the way up to that point, I was thinking I could run the table too. I was like, I got this. We're going to do it. And then I
was just going to say that it is weird. They make you do these placements each season, but it's like, hey, you've been playing for like, I don't know, 200 hours. They already know what MMR you should be at pretty much. And they're like, here, why don't you do another 10? We'll see if it changes.
Yeah.
Like if you win every single one, maybe we'll change it 5 points for you or something.
Yeah, we were talking before the show that Ova was telling me he might bring up a third account and to try a theory that he has in his mind, and that is that if you have, of course, a fresh account, you don't have like the history to kind of handicap you a little bit, kind of stick you back. But also, there's this rumor out there that if you play some of the like kind of unloved heroes and you do really good at them, that you get kind of like a boost.
I don't know. I think that he's going to end up being about the same rank because what I've said before is, or was going to say is, he's been playing a lot on his main account, and so like it's I would say that's probably a more accurate picture of what his true MMR is, but he has an opportunity to get luckier on these new fresh accounts because it's less games to go off of.
Yep.
So maybe he could, I don't know, not to say he's not good, but he could be just getting lucky with some of these games that he plays. I don't know.
That's
true.
I don't
know how,
you might get placed with some like lower competition just based on your lack of history.
Or you could get unlucky. There's either way because it's still trying to figure out your MMR.
Yeah, I mean, and I think the game still tries to kind of throw the levels in a balance too, into that equation. So you're playing against people that just kind of have like a less amount of time in the game in the end, maybe. So I don't know if he tries the experiment. I'm still excited to see if it works out. I mean, if he plays nothing but Bastion and places like Platinum, then we'll know something's up, right?
He's a good Bastion player.
So other than that, let's move on to the new stuff that's going on. Of course, that's Doomfist coming out on the 27th. So this next week, you'll be able to play him. I'm assuming that everything else that's been on the PTR, the highlight stuff, the loot boxes, all that stuff, everything we've seen will be implemented, go forward in there. So that'll be a good day.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Gonna buy a few skins like immediately.
Exactly. Just gonna roll in there, buy some loot boxes, and been holding off. I've been like, no, gotta like just don't do it yet.
No, until Doomfist.
Exactly. The other thing that happened is the Overwatch World Cup is well underway. The brackets are starting to come together for BlizzCon a little bit. Yeah, the group stages are going through.
Right now, live.
Right now, yeah, they actually are happening right now. That's right. Shanghai was this last weekend, and we see China and France came out to qualify for BlizzCon. So they went undefeated in the last weekend. Poor Argentina, they did not have a good day. They were completely defeated, 0-3. So China and France, we will see them at BlizzCon. And right now the teams are deciding in the Australian rounds. I think that's groups C and D. They're the ones that are duking it out. So you can catch it actually this weekend. It's going to be going on until the 22nd. So you can watch it on twitch.tv/playoverwatch and head on into the finals there. So I think it's going to be an exciting weekend. So we're going to get half the teams, I guess, set for BlizzCon.
Argentina is ranked number 25, so that's probably expected. But they lost every game.
Yep. Wow. So we shall see. Australia, I think, is got a good chance right now. I think they're going to make it to the finals, the final day. So, so we'll see. They can do it on home turf. China did it. So,
Sydney qualifier.
That's right. All right. Let's see what else we got. We got there was a new comic released. That it was called Masquerade. If you want to check out what's going on with that, if you're into the comics, right?
They always look so good, and I don't read them.
Oh,
they do a good job at them too.
So not going to spoil anything this week, but you're definitely going to get some Doomfist action if you go check it out. You can just find it. It's easy. comic.playoverwatch.com is the way to get to it really fast. So got Doomfist, Widow in there. Always good. Always good stuff. Let's see. What else do we have? Oh, this weekend, San Diego Comic-Con. And that means that new loot premieres, and a lot of it is Overwatch stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah, so a lot of cool stuff. There's a lot of cool shirts. The Doomfist shirt premiered this week because of that. So that's.
I'd wear this hat. This hat looks nice.
Yeah, the logo hat.
Mhm.
Yeah, that thing is sweet.
Yep. Very
So
nice.
yeah, there's that. If you're into Funko Pops, they have the carbon fiber diva is there.
Yeah. That's probably made of actual carbon fiber.
That'd be nice if it was.
Yeah.
And
This logo hat has icons of like every single Overwatch hero under it, under the bill.
yeah, that's
Cool.
the cool thing. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
a nice little like imprint there. It's only $40 too, so for a high quality hat like that, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
And if you're at San Diego Comic Con, I've heard that you can check out a live, like you can see the Diva statue right there live. So go and check it out if you're there, you know.
Cool.
So yeah, it's San Diego Comic Con's one of those things that I want to go to probably once and just check it out because I heard it's pretty awesome. But yeah, I've heard it is massive, massive. So
Yep.
and if it's anything like Dragon Con, I can kind of understand a little bit. So I don't know if we have much else really. Like I said, it's been a really slow news week, honestly. I think you and I we came to an agreement that probably Doomfist was going to come out this week, and because of console distribution and everything, kind of got pushed back to make sure everybody gets it at the same time.
Yep, I think so.
So all that delaying and stuff like that. So let's get to the community cards of the week this week then. So we start out by looking back to last week. Thank you all for your votes. Apparently, nobody was very happy with having Umphy on the show last week because he got 0 votes. So, and I liked his, but
Yeah, I did like it.
he got no votes. So no love for Umphy. So maybe we'll have to rethink bringing him back on the show, huh?
Try again.
So Soul, you were 20%. I was barely ahead, 27%. And Ova won overwhelmingly with 53% this week.
Jeez.
So yeah, he brought the little machinima. So that's the winner. So let's talk about this week then. What we have for this week. For this week, I'm going to nominate. On Twitter, their name is Vera_Chimera, and they are working on the kind of the classic Mercy cosplay. So like like the old one, and it is sweet, and they got it done. The wings look awesome. I'm hoping it's going to be at BlizzCon because I want to see it in person. So
those wings are so like blue and glowy. It's like glowing off their shirt.
Yeah,
almost.
It is really good.
I wonder what it's made of.
I don't know. I saw some of the pre-production of it that she was doing. I have to go look back at more of it and see, but yeah, it is high quality. So
yeah. Wow.
So let's I'll do Ova's for him while he's out of right now. Ova nominated. This is a really cool video that was on. It was on the Overwatch Today. I'm trying to figure out who actually made it still because I'm not exactly 100% sure yet. But it's a phone call of Genji to a student medical center using all like his voice lines. You'll have to listen to it on the link to listen to it all, but it is pretty funny.
Very good.
Because he calls up this little like student medical center. I guess it's like at a school or something, and he's like, "I need healing."
I don't know. It's like, Hanzo, do you not recognize me?
Yeah, do you not recognize me?
Hanzo.
All right, so let's go with your nomination for the week. What did you find out there?
I have right here a little clip of someone who made in Minecraft a little mod where you get to play as Doomfist, and it's like everything's there, the interface, the number of bullets from his fist, all of his moves are there. He even has an ultimate. Really cool. So converting that into Minecraft. So I used to play Minecraft for a long time, like, about 2 years ago. I played a ton, so it's kind of best of both worlds here.
Nice. And I think that's from somebody like McMackenstein.
Yep.
So
McMackenstein.
So you can check it out. It's really cool. I love like that UI.
I know. You did a good job. Really overlaid everything on Minecraft.
Yep.
Cool that you could have played in mantra.
So there we go. That's the nominations. Go and vote for them. They'll be on our Twitter and our blog page. You can find them. And can't wait to see who wins this next week. So I didn't see any questions from Twitter or Discord. Remember, you can always ask a question on Twitter. Just use the hashtag AskOvercast, or you just tweet any of us directly. Or you can head up our Discord channel, and you can find that by going to our blog page, which is overcast.frozenfoxmedia.com. There's a link in the middle that says Connect on Discord. You click there, or you just use the widget on the side to get on our server, and you can come chat with us, come play with us, and you can ask us questions for the show. So there we go. That is it for the week, really. So where can people find you on social media, Soul?
Twitter at HanzoMain420.
There we go. Ova is at Ovadrive CTR and on Twitch as well. And you can find me at Frostee Fox pretty much everywhere. And that brings us to the closing formalities. That you can find the show on Twitter at Overcast Show. Our blog page, again, is overcast.frozenfoxmedia.com. If you're watching the YouTube version of this, thank you, and make sure you subscribe and like. So let us know what you think about the video. And if you're listening in the audio version on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play Music, or anywhere else, if you let us know, if you love the show, let us know by leaving us a review. Make sure you subscribe there so you can hear us every week. This is the 87th edition of Overcast, your Overwatch podcast. Hope you have a great week. We will see you next time when Doomfist is released. So have a great week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. So until then, I'm Frostee.
I'm Soulslain.
See you next week.